Welcome back, my students, to a brand new episode of Comic Class. And in today's lesson, guys, we're going to be looking at the Amazing Spider-Man issue 3. And this is the issue that introduced us to the character of Otto Octavius, also known as Dr. Octopus. And yeah, he's definitely one of Spider-Man's most famous villains, so I can't wait to jump into this. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into today's story. Let's go. So this story pretty much starts off with Spider-Man utilizing a new gadget known as, I think, the Spider Signal or something like that, and he takes on a ton of criminals and basically stops them from robbing this safe. So Spider-Man basically ties up these people and leaves them for the police, and we're introduced to the character of Dr. Octopus, Otto Octavius. And we're seeing that he's just a regular scientist that has developed this new invention, these mechanical arms, these 4 arms that add to his appendages. And yeah, he's basically able to use these new appendages to basically interact with radioactive material, making him one of the only people on Earth to be able to handle radioactive material without being in danger. But something goes wrong and a blast occurs with the radiation, basically melding the mechanical arms to his body. So now he's kind of like stuck with them on his body, and he wakes up in the hospital and utilizes his new abilities to break the bars off of his hospital window and escape. And utilizing this newfound strength and understanding what this could mean for him, he basically turns himself into a supervillain. And as he says, he sees himself as the supreme human being on Earth. Now, Peter has more jobs, coming from J. Jonah Jameson. So he's out there doing his Spider-Man thing when he comes across Dr. Octopus actually having these people hostage in his lab. And yeah, he's basically making them do whatever he wants. And that's a no-go for Spider-Man. So Spider-Man goes in there to take on Dr. Octopus. Now, Spider-Man is very cocky in this interaction with Dr. Octopus. He basically even says before he starts the fight that he was looking forward to this, that he wanted a little action. So Spider-Man is kind of getting too used to, winning at this point in his career. And he basically gets in a fight with Dr. Octopus, and Dr. Octopus is more than Spider-Man can handle at this point, because at this point he's had it really easy with people like the Vulture not being, much of a physical threat to Spider-Man, but Dr. Octopus's mechanical arms are definitely a match for Spider-Man's spider strength, and he easily defeats Spider-Man and throws him out the window. And Spider-Man can't really believe that he just took a loss to Dr. Octopus, and in such a manner as what happened. So Dr. Octopus goes on to continue doing whatever he's doing, and Peter basically is having a sort of like depression spell because he got defeated by Dr. Octopus so badly. Now we get to see that during Peter's time at college, I guess the next day, we get to see that Johnny Storm from Fantastic Four, the Human Torch, basically is giving a type of speech to the college students, and Peter takes this speech from Johnny, about trying your best and never giving up, and that it takes more than just your, born with skill or, the skills that you have to win a fight or to win any obstacle in your life. So Peter takes this to heart, and he goes back and to try to defeat Dr. Octopus. So he makes his way to where Dr. Octopus is at his lab, and they engage in another fight, and this time Spider-Man brings his brains with him, and he utilizes some type of chemical that he was able to make with some of Dr. Octopus's formulas that he had lying around, the chemicals he had lying around, and he's able to try to meld 2 of Dr. Octopus's mechanical arms together, and they engage in a fight. And these things that Dr. Octopus uses, these mechanical arms are no joke, and they hurt Spider-Man. So Spider-Man utilizes his webbing to kind of like shoot some webs into Dr. Octopus's glasses to make him not be able to see, to temporarily blind him. And after Dr. Octopus basically takes off his glasses to try to see what Spider-Man's doing, Spider-Man basically takes, a few punches from Dr. Octopus, and there comes a point in the fight where Spider-Man has to let go of one of the tentacles, which requires him to, throw a punch in a split second, which he does, and knocks out Dr. Octopus in one hit, considering that Dr. Octopus is only a normal human, and Spider-Man, definitely was holding back when he hit Dr. Octopus. He would probably kill him. if he wasn't holding back, but he was able to knock him out, and he puts some web fluid all over him, webs him up for the police when they find him, and eventually uses his spiders to know to get the police to, see where Dr. Octopus is at. And they basically, find Dr. Octopus, and he just says, don't just stand there, get me out of this. And he's basically taken to jail, and Spider-Man has saved the day once again. And I guess it's implied that he saved the hostages as well. They're not really shown, I think, during their second encounter, so I'm guessing that either Dr. Octopus just let them go, like he said, because Dr. Octopus does seem like a person that has some sort of honor code, but I'm not sure at this point. So he might have just let them go, with his own, logic, or Spider-Man definitely saved them, but it's not really shown, so I don't know what to say about that. But they definitely probably got away. But yeah, Spider-Man basically shows up to, I guess, a medical examination that the Human Torch was taking, Johnny Storm, and basically the doctor tells him that he's completely fine, that Johnny Storm should be able to be back to normal, so, he's pretty excited to go show off to the Fantastic Four, showing that he's okay. And Spider-Man shows up and basically tells Johnny thank you for, doing that speech at the college campus, and that's the reason why he was able to defeat Dr. Octopus, and he basically leaves without another word, with leaving Johnny just wondering what exactly happened and what did he exactly do to, take down Dr. Octopus or help, Spider-Man, because him and Spider-Man kind of have like a love-hate relationship, at least at this point in the comics. And yeah, so Spider-Man basically sees the Human Torch, showing up, talking to the college campus again. He's just smiling, saying that, one day he's going to show the Human Torch what he's all about, basically, and how good of a hero he is. And it just shows this little rivalry between two, and it's really cool to see. And it makes me happy to see, interactions like this between Spider-Man and other people in the Marvel Universe. But that was the Amazing Spider-Man issue 3. It wasn't a lot of stuff to talk about in this issue. Mainly just the battle issue with Spider-Man and his first interactions with Dr. Octopus, as well as Dr. Octopus's original origin. And yeah, overall I thought this was great. Probably my favorite issue so far. Issue 3 is a very good issue because, like I said, the action was really well choreographed. Spider-Man got his first ever loss, really, like major loss in a physical sense, unlike with the Vulture where he just wasn't prepared to fight someone in the air, and he kind of got sneak attacked. This was a full-on fight, and he got defeated, so I thought that was really cool that something like this happened so early, only in issue 3 we're seeing Spider-Man be powerless against an opponent, and it shows the type of trials he's going to have to go through, the type of villains he's going to have to fight in the future. It's not always going to be easy, and sometimes you're going to have to put you're going to have to fight tooth and nail to get that victory over your villains. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. But that's going to be all, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as we overlooked, Dr. Octopus's origin and stuff like that in his first fight with Spider-Man. Be sure to tune in for the next video, which will cover issue 4 of The Amazing Spider-Man. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys check out the rest of my videos and other series that I've covered as well on the channel. If you enjoyed comments, be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be doing other stuff other than just The Amazing Spider-Man. But if you're into The Amazing Spider-Man, be sure to subscribe as well, because I'm doing this series, and I also have a full-on Nick Spencer retrospective as well, covering every volume so far, with the exception of volume, I believe, 12 or 13. I think it's volume 13 that I haven't covered yet. But that will be coming out probably by the next week. But until next video, guys, God bless you. Until the next lesson, keep on reading those comments.
I am who I'm meant to be. Over and out. My future needed clarity, so I could see how you react.